Hello guys, this is the first prop video for the 2025 year, we are going to make some rotten pumpkins. I just want to say and mention some guy named Monster Tutorials. Um, Almost all the stuff in this video is tips from his videos because he makes some really good videos and it inspired me to make this video. So I just want to say that you guys should also watch his channel because he makes some really good videos giving some good tips to make Halloween pops. So we can get into it. So to start this off, I have some pumpkins that I got off of Amazon. I bought these for all of these for $20 on Amazon. There's some small ones and some big ones. The reason why is because you can get some in Dollar Tree. It's off season and I can't wait that long. So yeah, we can start it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some faces on pumpkins. I recommend just starting a pencil on it so you can get a little trace on it so that nothing would really be messed up. So I'm just going to get some reference photos real quick and put them on the pumpkins and draw them. Alright, I got the first face on this pumpkin done. I don't think you guys can see it that well. I'm gonna mention about that later. But what we're gonna do now is you can just take any type of knife. I'm just gonna take a cardboard cutter and you're just gonna cut out the face, but yeah. Alright, as you can see, we got our first pumpkin's face done. It's not really that good, but hopefully when it's melted, it'll look way more creepier and scarier. As you can see. Next up, he dropped. We have this big pumpkin. So we're gonna just do the same with all of these little ones and the big one, and then we'll go to the next step. Alright guys, we got all of our pumpkins finished. Got the small ones done. As you can see, got all the pumpkins done. It's pretty nice. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take out the stem, because what we're gonna do next is we are gonna use a heat gun on them. So I'm just gonna take out the stems on all of them. If your stem doesn't come off, it doesn't matter, just because my stems are plastic and it's just there to take them off. So don't want the heat gun to affect them because they have some nice detailing on them. Alright, now we took off the stems. I'm gonna go outside and get the heat gun ready. Alright guys, I am outside in my garage right now. Sorry, it's a bit of a mess. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the rotten texture to the pumpkins. So what we're gonna do is I have this stick. I'm just gonna pop the pumpkin inside of it. And maybe I'll just do it from the top. You can see, stick it like that. Kind of looks like a lollipop right now. But now what I have here is a heat gun. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spin it around, heat it up, and I'm going to add the wrinkles. Alright guys, all the pumpkins are finally done. As you can see, they got a little bit of a wrinkled texture to them. This will help make them look rotten and old. Next part, I think, is one of the most easiest part in this project is we're gonna need some black spray paint. Alright, if you guys are wondering why I have my glasses off, it's because it keeps falling off, so there's no point on wearing it. But what I'm gonna do here is I have some cheap black spray paint. The thing that's good about spray paint is it'll give it some color, of course, and usually spray paint melts foam. So what's gonna do is it's gonna make it look stringy and of course more rotten. So we're just gonna spray it in the insides and maybe all around the pumpkin. So let me just put some gloves on and yeah. Alright guys, the pumpkins aren't fully done being dry yet. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be adding the mold. So to make the mold, I'm gonna use some white spray paint and a foam brush. Usually you can use some white paint, but I didn't have that lying around, and I did have white spray paint lying around, so I will just improvise and use this as the white paint instead. So with the brush, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some white spray paint and just dab it around with the brush. The brush also, I cut the tip off and made it look a little bit jagged. So, yeah. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna spray paint I'm just gonna put some of the spray paint until it forms a puddle inside of this bowl. So yeah. Alright, as you guys can see, I did put a little bit puddle of spray paint. I gotta be quick because this thing dries fast. So yeah, I'm just gonna start. Just take a little dab of it on the brush. And then just do like this on the pumpkin. It seems like it's a bit too much, so just use my glove to dab it down. Seems a bit too watery. Wow, alright guys, these pumpkins are already almost done, and they look awesome. I forgot to mention one thing, you guys don't have to add the moss. Right as you put the black spray paint, you can just be done with it. But I decided to add it because it makes the look so much grosser and dirtier. As you can see, it looks awesome. I really love them. I'm just waiting for the white paint to dry, and then we're gonna glue back their little stem pieces, and we're done. Alright guys, so we got all the pumpkins done here. They're all dried. Not fully dried, but it's fine. As you can see here, I love the small ones. They look so silly. Look at that. They turned out awesome. Even these big guys, I love them so much. Look at that. So what we're gonna do now is I'm going to reattach their stems that I had to take off, as you can see. Because at first, the reason why I took them off is because, one, they were really flimsy, and two, the spray, I didn't want to disturb it from the spray paint because I wanted to paint it itself. So yeah, I know hot glue isn't that much of a big difference, but I don't have much lying around, so hot glue it has to be. And let me just put back the stems on their designated pumpkins. Alright guys, I got the stems in their areas. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna add some glue to the stem. Alright guys, as you can see, now I'm done gluing the stems, and as the outer part of the hot glue dries, I have my sponge brush again, and I'm going to paint our stems black so that it's more smooth when it comes to the pumpkin, because the pumpkin is darker than the stem right now. So yeah. Alright guys, I think the pumpkins are done now. Just need to let the stems dry. But I think that's basically it for the project. It looks awesome. Wow. So I just want to say, if you guys are trying to make like a quick little cool Halloween project, this thing is definitely the one for you, because this entire thing literally only took like 2 hours, and that's gonna take around like 30 minutes to dry. So yeah, I think that's basically it. That's how you make some rotten looking pumpkins. Thank you very much for watching this video.